What's going on, everybody? This is Raw Star, and you're listening to the Misfit Effect. And of course, I'm always joined with my beautiful, wonderful sunshine of a co-host, Sarah Lace.
Thank you, Ra. You always say the sweetest things. But anyways, today let's get down and dirty with it. I actually this is my first time meeting her, but I still want to introduce you guys to the gorgeous and bodacious Andie. What, Andie Anderson?
Hmm.
Did I
Yes,
say right? Yes. Oh, it would have been so bad if I messed it up.
Yeah, Miss
Andie Anderson.
but you got it perfect. You did it right. Yes.
so
Woo.
Miss Andy, tell us about yourself. Who is this beautiful woman that's in front of us?
For real.
Well, hi, I'm Andie. I let's see. I am a wife, I'm a mom, I'm a porn star, and all things in between.
So you were
I
just
love that.
you're just a trifecta,
Yeah, yes,
the trifecta porn star we got on the show today.
for
I love
sure.
that.
So Miss Andy, so like tell us what do you do in your spare time? Like what makes you tick? I was like in porn or outside or whatever.
Yeah, so what makes me tick? Well, let's see. Um, when I'm not on a professional shoot, I'm either doing collabs for my other, you know, paid sites, or
You can say the sites. You know
I wasn't sure. You never know. Some
oh,
people, some podcasts don't want you to say.
I want you to look to the, I don't curse, but you can cuss all you want to. You can say the F word, S word, MF word.
Okay.
You can say GD if you want
Mhm.
to say GD. You can say all type of golly gook that you want to say, all the logorrhea you want to say.
Okay.
You can say OnlyFans, mini vids,
Oh my God.
Friendsly, Fansly, loyal fans, Tic Tac Toe if that's a website. You can say whatever you want to say because this is all about Andie.
Okay.
This is the Andie show right now.
Okay. Well, when I'm not creating for,
Mhm.
or when I'm not shooting professional porn, I'm collaborating for OnlyFans, MiniVids, Fansly. I don't have a Friendsly. I'm gonna look that one up though.
I probably made that one up. I
You
just
did.
He
You did.
probably did.
because there's a fans league. I
Totally.
just said I was just naming things off that just kind of vibe together.
Fine.
There
Yeah.
are
Mhm.
loyal fans exist. I know that, but a
Yes.
lot of the
Yeah,
other ones
he
I would
just comes
just
up with names after a while. I think you're just so pretty you have them flustered, you know? I think that's just what it is. He just
No,
keeps them good.
no, but I just want Miss Annie to be relaxed because at the end of the day, like I don't want her to say, "Well, I can't say this. I gotta censor myself," and I don't want you to censor yourself. I want you to
Perfect.
say all the words that you want to say because
I will.
this is all about. I'm gonna hurt my finger. This is all about you.
Okay.
Like if this is a
Um,
marquee, this is you.
okay. Um, yeah, so when I'm collaborating or in between that, I'm at home like maybe 4 days out of, I don't know. Well, it seems like the number of days that I'm home now is like 4 days at a time only. So
Yeah, always traveling, always working.
always, always, always. So when
Mhm.
I'm at home for 4 days, I'm either trying to catch up in the gym or I'm trying to, just do normal things. I think normal people things like
Mhm.
the mundane things, laundry,
Yeah.
stuff like that. But I have been when I'm home treating myself to a massage every time I'm home because I that I think that's getting me by right now because I
Mhm.
am traveling so much and I don't know how you guys feel in an airport, but I basically live in an airport right now and the airport is a fucking stressful environment.
Mhm. It is a
I'll say
zoo.
this.
It's definitely a zoo.
See, I
Oh my
usually
God.
See, I usually like because I have a disability,
Mhm.
I get to skip all the lines and all that stuff. So they just push me through the security, push me through all that other stuff. So it's not as bad for me.
Yeah, I need to go with you.
All
Yeah, because
right.
you know what's crazy? Like this is like about 8 years ago. So I travel a lot for my for other stuff that I do. So it was three of us together, and they all had carry-ons. And so what they did was throw all their carry-ons onto my lap, and they just pushed me through there. So I'm like, it's like I'm in a wheelchair, and I have three old carry-ons. I'm like this, and they're like, this looks so bad. Like we're like abusing, but they pushed me. I'm
Oh my
sorry,
God.
core memory.
Yeah,
But
traveling
yeah,
can definitely be stressful.
if you're with somebody in a wheelchair, they let this entire their entire party skip basically all the lines. And, like in all the
Mhm.
security, like if it's a long line in like the TSA, they let their entire party skip with them too. So they get to
Mhm.
skip all that craziness.
That's
But
awesome.
I
Well,
don't like
I'm global entry and TSA pre-check. But and so for the
Nice.
most part, I get to skip that
Mhm.
ridiculous shit. But still, like people
yep.
are just you really figure out who a person is when you travel with them and or
Mhm.
when you're traveling amongst them and people are just awful to each other. So,
For
and
real.
I'm constantly in that environment and then so that's a major stressor for me. So when I'm home, I'm like, okay, day one that I'm home, I'm going to get a massage. And that kind of starts my like 4 day my 4 day trial at home
Yeah.
basically. So, um
I mean, it's a
so
good
yeah,
distressor.
yes, it is. It is. And so, I every night I've been doing this since I was a kid. I read to like bring my mind to center at night so that I can just calm down and relax. So I've been doing a lot more of that, like getting into bed a lot earlier. I know this is not what you guys want to hear, life of a porn star, I go to
No,
bed
no,
early.
time
No,
out.
that's perfect,
This
actually.
is about you. This is what you do. Like
Mhm.
the thing is,
But
I'm gonna tell you something, Miss Anderson. So what I've learned via doing this podcast, people who listen to us, they love to know a little bit, like without being too personal, love to know a little bit about who they're watching because most of the time it adds to their fantasy of saying, okay, I can see myself actually with this person. I love to read books. I love to complain about TSA and about
Mhm.
blah blah airport. I love massages. I like to get more massages, you know?
Mhm.
And so like
mhm.
it's that whole relatable thing. So like for example, I was about to say like this one right here reads a lot. Like whenever she's
Yeah, I'm a
there,
huge reader.
because like both like she's the actual, porn performer. I'm just a guy behind the camera. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
so
So I've been taking the time to read to get into bed earlier at night so that I can just decompress longer.
Mhm. Yeah.
Um so yeah. So I've gotten through quite a few books these last couple weeks just because I've been taking that time for myself earlier in the night.
what type of book do you like to read?
Ooh, my favorite is fantasy just because I don't
Mhm.
have to think. I can just veg out on the story.
Okay.
Mhm.
Um, so I really love fantasy and I love like murder mystery. Um, I think in the world in the world we when we're living our day-to-day lives, we think too much. We have to
Mhm.
constantly be on. We have to constantly be thinking. And so when I'm reading, I don't want to think. I want to read the
Mhm.
story. I want to be involved and immersed in the story and that's it. So I read a
Mhm.
lot of stuff that's, you know, fantasy and fun shit.
Like what are you reading right now? Like what book
Right,
right now?
What kind of book?
right
No.
now it's a Greek mythology book. It's called Oh, it's a series. Something Ichor, which Ichor is God's blood.
Mhm.
That's what it is. Shoot. I think it's the Trials of Ichor or something like
Mhm.
that. And I'm on the third book. The problem
Ooh.
is I read off of a Kindle. And you know, when I was younger and I used to read from a regular book, you see the book title every day.
Mhm.
Every day when you pick up your book, you see the book title and you know the book title and the author. And that's my problem. That's where I'm like, I fail in
Yeah.
being a Kindle owner because I read from my Kindle and I you don't see the book anymore. You turn it on and it goes straight to the page that you're in.
That's
So,
so true. That's
yeah,
very true. I don't know the names of a lot of the books that I really, really enjoyed. I've just kind of been like, well, I don't know. It's
me
about this,
either.
this, and this.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I've been trying to pay attention to that more because people will ask me for book recommendations all the time.
Mhm.
Friends that know I read, and I'm like, ah, crap, what is that book I'm reading? Shit.
Well, honestly, times like that, I really do actually go into my app and just go and show them like my insights, all the books that I have read. And
Yeah.
it'll like, I don't know, I like reading a lot of books per year. So I kind of set a goal for how many I read. And so, like, I don't know, I like showing it off, being like, oh, look, I'm on a reading streak for the week or for the month, stuff like
Yeah,
that.
like
That's
when she's here at my house when she shoots in LA, like she's always in like the fetal position, like reading a book or whatever. And then she looks at me like, I didn't finish another book. And it's so cute.
It
I'm
really
like,
is one of the best ways to just decompress and just let your mind go. That's for
yeah,
sure.
I agree.
Mhm.
I
see,
agree.
I've been so like I've been in school for so
Mhm.
long that like reading is just horrible to me now because I'm always learning like for the books I have to read for school. And it's like I'm tired of looking at books. I used to
I hear
love
that I hear
You
that
need
a
to read a
lot from
book.
people that are students. I hear that a lot.
I used
That you
Mhm.
don't want to. And I think I was even when I was in college, I think I was in that phase too, where I didn't
Mhm.
read as much for enjoyment because I had to read so much for survival.
yeah, I'm getting
Exactly.
my
Just to
doctor
get
I'm
through
getting
a
my
course, you
doctorates
have
right
to read
now.
so much.
Your doctorate in what?
Yeah.
My doctoral business administration.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So because of
Because
just
he's all
reading
about that business.
reading all that stuff you have to read and it's so technical, it's like
Mm-hmm.
even looking at a book, it's like, oh my God. I can't even get past the first page if it's not for school anymore because it's like this is just too much now. I used to
That's
I used to love biographies. I loved biographies and autobiographies. I used to like 'cause I crave knowledge of history. That's my favorite thing. So I used to only read those mainly. And now I
not
only
anymore.
See, I'm the kind of person with my head in the clouds, so I'm always reading something that has to do with fantasy and especially romance. I love a good romance, especially if it has like action involved, you know? Like there's
Yeah.
some like mystery romances that I really enjoyed.
I don't want to read no romance if I'm not getting romance at home. So it's I don't want to read about you being happy and I'm not.
Oh my
I
God.
I have a funny story about a romance novel actually. I was reading it's a fantasy adventure, but it was also I didn't realize what it was when I had picked it up and started reading it, but you know how Kindle will Kindle Unlimited will tell you like, "Oh, it'll recommend books for you based on what you've
Mhm.
read before." Well, for some reason it gave me this like it came out of pocket with some shit and it was like, "Oh, read this." It was like something Alien Brides or something like that. And I'm like, "I'll give it a
Those
go."
get super raunchy, don't they?
Dude, listen. Okay, so I'm on a flight. I'm on a flight reading, And thank goodness I'm traveling with girlfriends that are in the industry as well. So my girlfriend looks over and she goes, "Are you reading smut?" And I was like, okay, so yes, but I accidentally fell into the smut. Like I wouldn't go and pick up like 50 Shades of Grey. I never read that shit. And
Mhm.
so like I wouldn't go and pick up a book that I knew was smut. Or maybe I would. Now that I've read some of the
I
smut, I'm
do.
like, this is kind of hot.
It is. It is. I feel like, especially if you're on a flight to work, fuck it. Read a little raunchy novel, something that kind of gets you in the mood, gets you thinking
Yeah.
like naughty thoughts, versus the more like wholesome romances, like
Yeah. Yes.
it's.
Yes.
So
I'm with you on that.
I went home to visit my mom because like she used to live in the same state as me. And so on her table, on her coffee table, she had 50 Shades of Grey on her table. And I just picked it up and said, because I call her her first name, but I said, Mama, like, what what's this? Like, and she just looked at me, just turned away. And I'm like, my mom is sitting here reading 50 Shades of Grey. Oh my God.
Oh goodness.
Like,
I mean, yeah, your mama's grown, but you also don't want to be knowing about the dirty things in her
yeah,
life.
I don't want to. And the thing is like, like I can see where she was at. And like she was more than like, within the first 20 pages. She was halfway through it. And I'm like, I don't even want to think about what she's thinking when she's reading this. Like, no. It's
Hey,
like,
it's a pretty tame book, to be honest with
I
you.
agree.
yeah,
It
Yeah.
is pretty
yeah,
tame as opposed to that Alien Bride one. Like it
Right.
is really tame compared to that.
It
no,
is.
And
but
mind you,
it's
I have found some BDSM like books that are really, really good, but they go hard.
I think it's
Yeah.
because like if anybody was reading it, I wouldn't care. But I think it was the
Mhm.
fact that it was my mom.
Yeah, that's what got you off
Like
guard.
if my sister was reading, I would just laugh it off, you know.
Mhm.
But since it's her, it's like no. It's like it would be like once you come out, they supposed to lose all sexual desires and just be a monk. But
Listen,
I don't know. Is that what you
no.
expected from her? Because
Good for
you know,
mama.
a
oh
woman's
no, no,
got
no, no. Like
needs.
like for
A
y'all it's
woman's
good
got
for mama, but
needs.
it's like I'm reading it, it's like, okay, mama. Okay. And I can't I like and I
Let
can't judge because I do work in porn sometimes. So it's like I can't tell her you shouldn't be reading this, knowing what
yeah,
You live
I
let
a
mama
kinky life too. Come on.
let mama live with her
no,
dirty book.
she's great. It just caught me off guard because like she has a chair like she sits in and I'm just sitting there looking around, I just see it, and I'm like, she has 50 Shades of Grey right here. Huh. Who gave her this book? Because I know she ain't going out and buy it. So I
Right?
know someone had to give it
Goodness.
to her. I mean, she had to ask somebody for it.
Yeah. One of her
Yeah.
friends probably gave it to her. A friend in
And
book club. Who knows?
I was about to say, imagine she's in a book club and they
Oh,
all these like all these cougars just reading 50 Shades of Grey.
Yes.
That would
Yes.
be hot. That would be hot.
I can't even say if she is or not because she wouldn't tell me that if she was.
I know, right?
You would just keep that secret. I don't live in our home city, so like anything she does when I'm not there, I'm not aware of.
I can't put a ring camera on her doorbell. Like,
She does have a ring camera on her
stop.
doorbell, but
Okay, then
that's
log
for.
in.
Oh no, I'm not that weird.
I'm crazy. I'm
My
Latina. Come
my
on, we can get
my
crazy.
mom
Okay.
my mom was an adult. Like
If you
no,
really serious,
I'm not. I don't care. And
oh
we
goodness.
got way off subject. I'm sorry.
Mhm.
No, you're fine. Totally fine.
So, anyways, Andie, how long have you been in the industry?
Um, So I started in 2020 as a webcam girl.
Hmm.
And then, so sex worker industry. Well, honestly, I was a dancer before that. I was a stripper since I was in college. So as
Okay.
a sex worker, I've been in the industry for a very long time.
Hmm.
Um, but then kind of got back into it in 2020. COVID had shut down, had us in lockdown. And so I was like, what? Let me try this webcamming thing. And
Hmm.
that was insane. I mean, the money that year was insane with anything that I had put my name on, my brand on that year. It was
Hmm.
crazy. Um,
That's awesome.
yeah. So are you guys still able to see me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay, sorry. I had a call coming in and I'm like, I don't know if this stops the so so anyways, and then I started doing content probably the same year I started
Hmm.
doing content for OnlyFans. And then 20 2022, MindGeek reached out to me on Twitter and asked me to do a couple of scenes. And I did a sprinkling of scenes for Reality Kings. And didn't really, I kind of stopped there. I didn't do any more. So in 2023, I just kind of just did content.
Hmm.
And then in 2024, by the end of 2023, I was having like a little bit of a brand crisis, right? I was like, okay, I've kind of hit a wall in everything that I can do on my own. Like I need something more. I need something more. And so I started thinking about it and I was like, okay, so maybe marketing myself in the pro porn industry would really start to kick back on these other accounts. And
Hmm.
so that's what I did. I went to AVN with a plan. I'm going to find an agent. I'm going to hire a manager. I'm going to hire an assistant, all of these things, a publicist. And so I went to AVN, got everything I needed, had them all signed within a week, contract signed with them within a week. And then a week later, I started shooting pro porn again.
Okay.
And
Nice.
yeah, so basically, I guess honestly, I really started in the pro porn realm this year, I would say.
Yeah, this is when you actually started doing it more full time.
Yeah,
Okay.
yes.
That's
And
And
really
it's
you're
been,
you're with
sorry?
Fox Modeling, right?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, yeah. And it's been ready, set, go ever since I signed with them.
okay. And so, in this time that you've been filming porn, what is your favorite scene or scenario that you have filmed?
Um, my favorite scene. My favorite scene was I shot for Browsers last month and that scene was a lot of fun. It was in Vegas. There were five sextras on set, which is it makes when you have that many sextras, it just makes it so fun. Like
Yeah,
it really gets your really gets you going. Like you kind of bounce
yeah.
off of each other. And I was a bride to be. It was my bridal shower
Mhm.
and oh, sorry, bachelorette party. And
That's in my
that
notes.
was oh, is
No,
it?
no, literally, it's like the very first, like I can't show it to you. The very first thing it says, Annie Anderson stars in Bride to Be Bachelorette Debauchery, a new three-way scene from Brazzers available now. Published on August 6th from this
Yeah.
website. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that
Yeah.
one's
So
new. They just posted it.
yeah, that one's brand new.
Mhm.
That was a lot of fun to shoot. Just having all those people on set because usually, it's just you and a shoot partner typically. So it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
That was a long day. I think that was a 9-hour day
Oh,
because there was
wow.
just there was just so much involved.
So many moving parts for sure.
Is it
For
more of a
sure.
was it more of a film or was it just a one-time scene?
Say that again. Sorry.
Like was it more like a long film type thing with the many different cuts or was it just a one
Yeah.
scene?
Yes. Yeah. No, there were tons of cuts
Okay.
because there was a whole setup in the living room. We're having a party. Like, yeah, there was a lot.
Yeah,
There was
I
a
Okay.
feel
lot.
like usually companies like that, they'll actually do like multiple scenarios or whatever, like, or at least like in multiple locations.
Hmm.
Because one of the recent ones that I did was like, we started off in the, well, I started off in the bedroom, basically calling, then ended up outside, then in the living room, and then I think back in the bedroom.
Yeah.
It's kind of one of those things where it's like there's so much going on and like yeah they may get a 45-minute video but at the end of the day that stuff takes us sometimes like the minimum I'd say 3 hours but sometimes it can go up to like 9-12 hours.
Yeah.
The last time I was an extra,
Mm-hmm.
this is gonna show my age, but this was in '09, and we were there for like 5 hours.
I think 5 hours
Yeah.
is a typical, like, kind of the
Mm-hmm.
median
It was
time
no,
frame for.
Yeah.
it was just the cutaway scenes only. So it was just like the in between sex scene we were recording. So
Hmm.
like they did acting on this side and we were just there supposed to be dancing. And then while we're dancing, they cut off and they end the scene and then we gotta do a whole different layout and then we're dancing again and someone else is over here acting and they go off like they're about to have sex. Because the sex didn't happen where we were. It was just
Mm-hmm.
all the
Yeah.
cutaways.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
that was a long time ago. I'm
That's
old.
fun but insane having to deal with those kinds of days.
So, Miss Andy, so question. Okay, so you say you really started shooting this year. Who
Mhm.
is your top five that you have not shot with that you want to shoot with?
That I've not shot with.
You have not shot with who is on the double A hit list?
On the to dick
Uh,
list is what I call it.
the dick list. I love
No,
this.
it could be on the
Um,
dick list, it could be on the vagina list.
yeah.
It's no gender specificity.
Um, I would love to shoot with Manuel Ferreira. I've not shot with him yet. I still haven't shot with Johnny Sins either, and I would like to.
Ooh, he's
Um, top five. I'm in contact with Tommy Gunn, but I would love to shoot with him as well.
mhm.
I just
Um,
saw him like 2 weeks ago.
I did too at the AVN party.
I was there.
You
Ooh.
were? How
Yes,
did
I
we miss
was.
each other?
Well, we probably walked right past each other because I was
That place
no,
was busy.
yeah, that was because they just brought it back. It used to be like before COVID, they used to have it like at least like once a month,
Hmm.
and it's a
Mhm.
lot different now for what they're doing. But because a lot of people didn't know how it was, so they came dressed a certain attire, and it's mainly
Mhm.
was there for networking. But I was yeah, I was definitely was there. If you look at the red carpet pictures, it's like I'm like within the first 20. Because me and a whole bunch of other people like they left my house and they went there because everybody got dressed here. They said, "Yeah, let's go to Ross and get dressed." And so
Sounds about right.
it was like 8 people that came here who didn't have a place to go to, got dressed here, and then we all just rolled over there. But go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead. That's where I saw him at though.
Yeah, he's definitely on my
To do
top.
list.
Yeah, my to-do list. And I guess that's about it that I can think of right now. Yeah, you kind of put me
Okay,
on the spot.
Oh no no
that's
like
okay.
I
That's okay.
Sorry.
didn't mean to
Your
put you on the
top
spot.
three?
It's like because I ask everybody because some people have a mental breakdown and say yes, I want to have I'm gonna say a girl name. I want to have Angela White. Yes, I need to be with her before I retire. Like she's on my hit list. She's on my
I,
hit list. You know and
I
stuff
will
like
say, I guess I guess Johnny Love too is on my hit list for pro porn.
Ooh.
I have amateur scenes with him that we've shot for like our OnlyFans, but I don't have pro porn scenes with him, and I'm super surprised that they haven't put me with him yet
Yeah,
because of
that
my
would be a
category.
fun scene for sure.
Right. Like I'm like,
Mhm.
how have they not paired us together yet? I don't know. So
Mhm.
I mean, it's
yeah.
always interesting on how they put people together, and even if they see your chemistry that you have in your personal stuff, it's like, okay, you see, we work well together. The scene will be fire. The fans will, hurt their hand to watch this scene.
I know.
Oh my God. For real.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. To watch this scene. So why don't y'all just, hook this up?
I know. Mhm.
Sometimes it's really as simple as availability, or sometimes like they forget who is available and then they just have like a quick mental list like, oh, this person, this person, this person, and then they forget that someone else is in town or stuff like that, and then before they know it they miss the opportunity.
But it's also
Yeah,
like I also
Mm-hmm.
see it as like sometimes they want a good scenario. Like
that's
if it's
true.
not just a gonzo scene, and it's something like say, okay, we actually want you all to act. So
Mm-hmm. That's true. They might just want a good scenario for you guys before they actually like hook y'all up.
True. Yeah, that
so
could be too.
so question,
They're
what's
waiting for something worthy of you.
yeah, so Miss Anderson, what is your long term, like, I always say 5 years. So in the next 3 years, I'm gonna say, what do you want to
Yeah.
accomplish?
Ooh, so this year,
And your dog is
I
cute, by the way.
can you see him? Okay,
Yes.
he's being so
Aww.
good back there.
Yeah.
He's being a good boy. He's so quiet. Yeah, you're a good boy. Yeah. Um, so this year my goal is to be Avian nominated for MILF of the Year. That is the goal.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Very
Next
doable for sure. Very
I'm
doable.
hoping. I'm hoping. Well, we've been working hard this year,
Mhm.
so I'm hoping. And then next year is actually winning the MILF of the Year. Um,
Mhm.
and then I don't know, I keep asking myself the same question. What is your 5-year plan? What does it look like?
Mhm.
And I think um the more that I'm involved or the more that I get on these pro scenes, the more and more and more I just love them. At first, I was like, I'm just going to do this for the extra money and the marketing. But I'm actually like, I
No, I
don't
know
know.
this is fun.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
having a really great time. I'm in thank God I live in Dallas, which is the center point of everywhere I need to be. So I'm traveling so much to LA, which I love LA, and I'm traveling so much to Miami, and I love Miami. So
Mhm.
the more I get my footing in this, the more I just come to find that I really enjoy it and I really love it. And
Mhm.
so I'm thinking that maybe directing or producing might kind of be an end game for me.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. I don't know what exactly that looks like yet or how I'm gonna get there, but I think that's where I'm kind of headed.
Mhm.
I would say this. You can ask questions now, just so they can already see that you're interested in doing both in front and behind the camera, whatever. Because if
Mhm,
they see that early on, they know you're serious about the longevity. Because
Mhm.
that's like, from what I've seen, um, you could tell some people only want to do perform, which is okay, but you
mhm,
can tell those who start early saying, okay, let me see this, let me see this. And they're getting the knowledge of that, the way that they do their things compared to how you do your OnlyFans, etc. videos is a whole different fail, so they can
Mhm.
see early on that you are, interested in doing that. It just gives them a check mark in the back of their head. So when you do cross over, they say, "Oh, Andie already knows how to do that. Just have her
Mhm.
direct it, Have her put it together. She wants to write the script. Oh, she reads a lot. She reads that smut on the plane, so she already knows how to set that up. She has an idea about an alien crash in a town and wants to know the male body and why they have three legs. Yeah, let her do all that, and there you go.
Yeah.
Mhm. Exactly.
Yeah.
It's really like these opportunities are going to come to you. Like you may not even realize that it's actually, you actually have it coming to you. But sometimes some simple question or some simple little thing that you maybe say or do will kind of have you in the back of people's mind being like, "Ooh, what if she produces?" You know?
And he's
Hmm.
and he's gonna leave here and say, "Yeah, that raw star has issues."
No, I'm
That's
not.
that's
I work
lovely.
I work in the porn industry. Come on.
Mm,
I'm gonna
I
think that about you? No.
I
No,
know
no.
for real.
No, I'm just
Out
I'm
of
just talking
all
about
the
I'm just talking
crazy
about
things
crazy
we've
scenarios
seen,
that I throw out here for no reason. And this is me. This is
mhm.
me. This is me on a daily basis. Especially hanging out with this one. So
What? I look, I'm a good girl. I don't do anything crazy. I don't do any sexual innuendos or anything like that. That's not me.
Not you.
lies, lies.
Mm. All right. Ace and I try to like top each other on like sexual innuendos and puns when we're at Rockstar's place.
Oh
So
God.
I do want to throw this out here, so I do say it before, like in the middle somewhere.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
also, Miss Andy has she just got put on a cover of the new Lisa hardcore release called Cover English can't do it. Curvy Girl Auditions number 7,
Yes.
and
Ooh.
she recently had her debut with MILF. That's MYLF for those who don't understand, how we do porn right now.
My
What are
laptop
you
just
over there
fell.
breaking? I am trying to give a promo to.
My laptop tipped over and fell.
Oh, I thought she sneezed.
No, I know.
No.
And sorry.
Sorry, yeah, I just have to pick it up real quick.
Yeah, let's like you're in your underwear.
I love that she's in
Yeah.
her panties. I love
Yeah. I mean, look, I
so
got
much.
my shirt on, so it looks like I'm dressed, but then once you get down there,
and
it's
then and
fun.
then and then you're over there breaking stuff.
I know, for real. It kind of, I don't know, it tipped over and fell.
And I was
Oopsie.
about to say, I'm sorry. And she just recently made her debut on MILF.com.
Mhm.
And it's under the umbrella of Team Skeet. And so you can go ahead and check out The Forbidden Bride. Is that the same thing? It looks, I don't know. So you have that also that just came out. So you
The
have,
bride.
huh? Yeah, the bright angle. So you have three things you can go watch Andie on, and you can say, "Oh
Mhm.
my damn," and then you can go to her OnlyFans and subscribe to it, and then say, "Oh my damn, oh my damn, damn," and
Gonna
enjoy.
leave them speechless with that OnlyFans.
I mean, that's what Andy does. She's like,
Mhm.
leave them speechless. You
I'm
know,
trying.
Mhm.
that Texas.
Exactly.
She's like, I'm a Texas peach, and I want to show it to you.
Exactly. That's right.
Issues over here. Issues over here. So,
Mhm.
do you have anything that's on your OnlyFans that you have coming out that you want everybody to be aware of?
Ha. No, well, yeah. I mean, I just dropped a reverse birthday gangbang with Maxfills, Haley, Rose, Gianna Dior. No, is it Kiana? Kiana Dior. I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay.
Kiana.
I get it.
Gosh, what is wrong with me?
Hey, honestly, some of the names run together in my brain sometimes.
Oh my
So
gosh, I
I
feel
know, I
terrible
know.
though.
It's okay. You know, you
There's
corrected
Um,
two
yourself.
girls I know with the basically the same name. It's just one starts hers out with a K, the other one starts it with a C, and then like one like ends it with an E, and then the other one without it. So it's like sometimes it's like very close, like the names are just so similar,
oh,
but they're
it
just spelled slightly different. Like
I feel bad. And um Rochelle Ryan and Madison Wild.
Okay.
So that
okay,
just dropped. That was a really great fucking scene. Oh my God, that was such a great scene. Um, and then I'm trying to think what I have scheduled to drop this week. Definitely some big dick action. So whatever it is, it's big dick action. So definitely get in there and check it out.
Yeah, so
nice.
check out that
Yeah,
big
get
dick
in there.
that BDA. That BDA coming
Yes,
out this week.
yes. It's me taking big dick.
Exactly.
The smile you just gave when you said that. I love
Listen, my favorite dick is normie dick. Like I love average cock, love it.
Me too.
But like we gotta I enjoy big dick daddies too. Like,
it.
Especially when they're thick, like when they got that girth, girl. That's
yes.
me. You know, it
I
doesn't
don't.
have to be too long. You know, like it can be average size, but like I like that girth, that added girth to it. Mm.
Yeah.
I don't take dick, so I don't know what y'all talking about. Like, no
He
offense.
just knows what he has to give.
Yeah, I just, yeah, no. That's, I only know what I can offer him. Like, okay, take it or leave it, you know. So I'm sorry, or yay, you know, or
Hey, I've seen
it.
it. He's got that big dick action also.
I mean,
Oh shit.
it
I've
grows.
seen it. And yes, he is a grower, not a shower, but still.
It grows. No, but uh, you made me lose my train of thought.
You're welcome.
So, real quick question. So we've been asking this question recently. What is your most hilarious story that has happened on set?
Most hilarious story that's happened on set.
Or any set. It could be on your OF or on set, or it could be, you know, on your way to set, you know.
Um, let's see. Trying to think. Man, you really put me on the spot, this one.
Oh, what's it?
Um,
We try to
Or
ask
a memorable one.
we
Recently, oh, a memorable one. Recently, I shot for Milfy for Vixen,
Hmm.
and the whole storyline, I'm a diner waitress, and they had me eating pie the whole day, like pie, pie, pie. The whole like center of the story is pie. And the pictures they had me taking with this pie was insane. And I had some guy come up to me and he's like, I'm naked, mind you. And he goes, look, I have to dribble cherry pie down your tits. And I'm like, cool, let's do it. And so he comes over to me and he's basically drawing cherry pie on my tits, like, and on my mouth. And I'm having to hold this cherry pie and I'm on a box because I'm so damn short. And they're taking pretty girls of me with this fucking pie. And the pie is like, it's a mess, but they wanted it like this. It's dribbling down my arm, it's all over my face, and clumps of this pie are just falling all over the fucking place. And so that was incredible. And I never thought I would get sick of pie, but after having to take like 92 bites of pie, it was
I get
it,
that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was
It's
bad. But
basically the same
What is it?
pie, like
Was it
over and over
always
again.
was it cherry the entire time or was it
it was
different?
cherry the entire time.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd
So
be rough.
See,
yeah,
I would
that
hate pie for a while.
Yeah,
I
me
don't
too.
hate pie. It did not ruin my love for pie, but it was really interesting. That whole scene that day was really something. Because I did not know what I was in for going to work for Vixen. And that was incredible. Like it's really like they are making a fucking real movie.
Yeah.
They're making
hmm
a real movie. So it's not some guy with a camera in a room with you and your talent. Like it's a whole production team. You're on a
hmm
real set. Like it was nuts. That blew my mind a lot. And that was a long day. That was like 12 and a half hours.
Jesus.
Sounds about
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard those
So
days can be long.
and I shoot for them again on the 23rd of this month. So
Ooh, nice.
yeah, it's pretty
Yeah.
exciting. Yeah, they asked me back for Milfy, so I'm like, yeah,
See,
give it to me.
that just shows people love you. They say, "Oh my God, she did so well." Did you see that? I'm gonna say something very explicit, and I'm sorry. Did you see that cherry dripping off her nipples? Oh my damn, y'all! We gotta get her back. I don't
hmm
care. We gotta get her back.
Exactly.
I don't care. We gotta we oh my damn.
I had a fun time on that set. That was a lot of fun, and it's funny, like makeup's with you the whole makeup is basically the makeup girl. Mel was her name, and I really enjoyed my time with her. She was so sweet. She was really personable, friendly. Actually, everybody there was. So,
hmm
but she's basically like in it with you. Like she was there the whole day. Um, they don't let her go. They keep her there the whole day on set. So it was interesting. I enjoyed it a lot. I enjoyed it so much that I'm going back. So here we go.
That's
Yeah,
freaking awesome. Because
I'm
I have
like,
heard that they put a lot of attention to detail to their to their locations and their scenes. Like
Yes.
one of
And
the crazy things that I've heard from what I've heard that is true, they rented a penthouse one time. I think it was like in LA, and they actually rented it for extra time so they could paint some of the walls to match the girls' lingerie, and then they painted it back after they were done filming.
I could see them totally doing something like that. The creative minds within that realm there at Vixen,
Mm-hmm.
man, the woman that showed up to put my costume together,
Mm-hmm.
like she showed up with like some tool and some little things that she had ordered off of Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
They created an entire outfit, and like she's back there sewing this
Mm-hmm.
outfit together. She's putting pieces together. She made a whole apron out of like the tool. It was
Whoa.
incredible. Like it was
Yeah.
really cool. So to just see that sort of creativity and be around it is really fucking cool, and it's a blessing to be around, because when do you get to see stuff like that? When do you get to see a person just put something together like that? You don't.
That's very true.
Yeah. So
hmm I feel like they're one of the few that are like production companies that are left that like makes movies and not scenes.
yes, there was a
hmm
whole, yeah, this was a whole movie. I mean, and it's quite impressive the way that they take the shots that they do and how they're getting them. And yeah, it is really cool. It's a full production. So I'm really kind of honored to be a part of that.
That's really awesome to hear, though.
Thanks.
so we don't want to take too much of your time. We appreciate you coming on. Can you tell us where everybody can find your content, where everybody can support you, where everybody can, pay,
Yeah.
Your time. hmm
pay
Yes.
for her content. Where can everybody do that at?
hmm
So you can find me on of course, OnlyFans. Andie5, Andie, and then the number five is my handle. You can find me on MiniVids, Fansly, loyal fans as Andie Anderson. Um, I'm also on a new site called Real Me as Andie Anderson. And then I also, in order for me to really get involved and interact with my fans, I'm on Sex Panther too. You can find me there, and that's where you really get like a lot of interaction, and I do video chats on there. So those are the
Really?
places.
And what is your social media?
My Twitter is Andie Texas Peach. My Instagram is Peachy Andie. I just literally got a message while I was on this podcast that my Reddit got shut down. So
Oh, that sucks. I'm sorry.
there's that.
Well, there goes
Well,
that account.
uh, you can yeah, you can find me on Pornhub too, Andie Anderson. Yeah.
So everybody,
So
I want y'all to go over
you.
there and support all that she does because you can already see her name says it herself that she has a nice peach. And this is your first time hearing about who she is. This is your opportunity to go pay for that content and see that peach. And you'll fall in love with that peach and you'll stay with that peach. Um, by the
Yes.
way, thank you, DJ Media. I'm sorry, DJ D Media, for sending
Yes.
this awesome human being. Like everything about her is so great. And next time we go, like I see her at like an AVN house party. I don't know who she is, and I'll run up and say, Andy,
We
and say
gotta take
thanks.
pictures together.
Yes. Hopefully, I'll be there too.
Yes,
And
Hopefully, all
ma'am.
three of us can meet in person.
yeah,
Yes, I would love that.
Miss Lace, where can I find you?
Yeah, you guys can find me on iamsarahLace.com. All of my links and my social medias are going to be on there.
We are the Burbank Memphis on Instagram, Burbank Memphis on Facebook and on Twitter. RAWSTARR on Twitter and on Instagram. Again, Miss Andy, you are a joy, you're a pleasure. I hope, no, I know that you will get a nomination for MILF of the Year, and I
Get that
hope.
award very
Yeah, I
soon.
don't, and I'm not gonna say I wish. I know you are going to get that nomination. I hope that you win it, because via what I've read about you and what people have said about you prior to this interview, like they see great things coming your way. So I hope that all the great things that everybody is saying about you and anticipating from you, that you get all of that. So I wish you the greatest success in all that you do. So
Thank
thanks for coming on, and everybody, please tune in next week. It will be our 200th episode, so we have a
Mhm.
little special 200 episode coming up. And thank you so much. Be well, stay blessed, stay amazing, everybody.
You